All right, let's talk about the passage of time, because when we're making adjusting journal entries, a lot of the times what we're doing is we need to update the accounts for the passage of time. So when you think of adjusting entries, think about time passing, think about a clock. Time is passing and we need to adjust our accounts. So the problem is asking you for your adjusting journal entry, but I like to make the first entry so that I can see why we need an adjusting entry. So I'm going to make the first entry that would have happened. So it would be June 1. Amex received $18,900 for the rent of land, so cash is going to go up by $18,900. And because that rent is going to be for 12 months, he has not earned it. So it's going to go into a liability account called unearned rent. And it will stay in unearned rent until we are ready to update our accounts. So the next part is what the problem is asking you to journalize, the adjusting entry for unearned rent on December 31st, 2019. So here we have the passage of time, so December 31st. Okay, so it started June 1. So it would include all of June and then July, August, September, October, November, and then December. So that means we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. 7 months of earned rent. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to say we deferred $18,900 and we're going to multiply that by 7 months out of 12 to show how much you've earned. So $18,900 times 7/12. Let's see, I'm going to put equal in front of that to see what that is. $11,025 of earned rent. So $11,025 is how much we earned. So we need to take it out of unearned and put it into rent revenue. So we're going to reduce our liability, unearned rent. Because we have earned that portion. And we need to put it in our rent revenue. Probably need to indent that just a little bit more. Now I want to talk about the passage of time just a little bit more. This problem could have said on June 30th we received the money. If that's the case, we received money on June the 30th, then we wouldn't count June because that's the end of June and June is already almost over. You would have started with July and counted, so it would have been 6 out of 12 instead of 7 out of 12. Another scenario is it could have asked you for an adjusting entry on December 1. And if that was the case, then you wouldn't count December. You wouldn't count December because you didn't use up December yet. You have to see if it wants it at the beginning of the month. In that case, you would include the month or at the end of the month. And that is the passage of time. Let me know if you have any questions.